Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about a recipe and a systematic process for your success on YouTube. If you are into a game, if you're going to win the game, then you need to learn the rules of the game. Then you need to learn how it works. And you need to make a checklist. Some of the things that I'm going to share in this video are really going to help you make a really awesome, great video, which people will love to watch and people would love to subscribe. So keep watching this video till the end. I will get the obvious part out of the way, which is selecting your niche. I assume that you have already heard this a lot of times, so I'm not going to repeat this in this video, that you have selected your niche already, and I'm assuming that you have a niche in your video. Just don't go everywhere, don't go random topics. Make sure you're selecting one niche. For example, I have experience and expertise in search engines. YouTube is a search engine, by the way. Google is of course a search engine. So I have been doing work in this for over 9 years. So that is my expertise, my niche, and that's what I try to cover in my videos. You need to see what is your expertise, what is your skill, and don't worry if you do not have an expertise, because you can always build an expertise while making the videos. Alright, so now the recipe part. So the recipe of making a good video is, it's almost same as making a perfect food recipe. So what you need to do first of all is, there are some basic elements of a good video. You must have heard a lot about lights and audio. People will leave your video if the audio is not good. So you need to make sure that your audio is really good and people can clearly hear your voice. And your speech should be very clear. You should not be fumbling. You should not be mixing the words. You do not have to be perfect in your language or vocabulary, but your voice should be very, very clear, and your mic should be helping you with delivering that clear audio to people. There are two types of mic. One is the clip mic, which you can put it here and your voice quality. But these kind of mics, which if I can show you, so these professional looking mics are what I recommend, because they not just give you a very good audio quality, but they give you something else that nobody else is mentioning in the video. They give you a bit of credibility, because when you have a professional setup, a professional studio setup in your video, and when people come to your video first time, they're watching you first time, then they kind of judge you a little bit. And if you have a professional setup and if you have a professional mic, then it gives a kind of good credibility. And the credibility is that you are a serious content creator. You're not just someone who randomly woke up today and trying to create the content. It shows that you are seriously interested in creating good content. At least add a bit of credibility. I'm not saying this is everything. I'm not saying you cannot create good videos without this kind of mic. You can even create, you can talk directly to your iPhone, and that will still create an awesome video. But if you can, then go for it. Another thing is the lights. So what I'm using right now is a 18-inch ring light, and this 18-inch ring light, I can give you a link in the description where you can buy this kind of ring. So these lights are good enough for your first few videos, and they can give you a professional look to your video. So what you can do, I've already explained the lights. So there's lights here, then the camera sitting on the tripod, and then you have a mic here, and you have desk setup. You have your computer screens. You can have something else. You don't have to have a computer screen. So based on your niche, maybe you just want to have some paintings there or anything that looks nice. Just put some effort. If you have big dreams, if you want to grow, then try to put some efforts in a little bit of everything. Don't just say that, my content is amazing, so I don't need to set up anything. If you can make some effort in setting up your desk, setting up your backside, maybe your background wall, if you can add some paintings there, if you can add some plants there, if you can add a bookshelf there, anything that adds more, improve the visual of the whole video, then it really works and it helps your video. Because especially when people come to your video first time, then they judge you for what kind of video it is, what kind of content creator you are, and having a good visuals and having good background or studio setup or professional looking studio setup really helps your video and hold people and hold them to listen to you and what you are saying. Now you must have seen in most of the professional YouTubers, they have this LED lights. You might, I don't know if you can see the one at the back as well. So they're pretty cheap. You can easily buy on Amazon, and they can be controlled with an app. So they're the smart lights, they connect with your app, and you can change the lights. You can change light in every video, and that looks really good. So these are some of the things that are set up, and now I'm quickly moving to the important part as well. But this is also kind of important. So first one was light, and then your audio, professional looking mic. And for camera, of course, you can just use your iPhone. I'm still using my iPhone, and you do not have to worry about getting a professional camera. If you can, of course, that's really good. If you can make the background blurred with your DSLR camera, that's even better. So we have covered the studio setup, and now we are moving to the next part. Now we are coming to the most important part, which is the content of your video, because that is what is most important part of your video. What you are saying, what kind of value you are delivering in your video. And in previous videos, that is what I have been focusing on, is how to make a good video, how to do the research for your video. Because most of the new YouTubers, the biggest mistake that many of you new YouTubers are doing is when they see the big YouTubers, they look at what kind of money they are making, what kind of popularity they have, what kind of things they are selling. And most of the time you're searching how much money they make, how to get more subscribers. So these are the things that comes later. Initially, you need to focus on creating a good content, and you need to put some time in research. So when you create a video, before that, make sure you do a good amount of research. And in my previous video, I've also covered how you can say something new, something different, or you can deliver good value in your video. And if you're creating that value for your audience, then they will understand that you are a quality content creator. They will watch your other videos, they will engage with you, they will leave the comments, and they will also subscribe to you. Speaking of that, if you're finding some value in this video, please let me know in the comment section, like the video and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to create a lot of videos where I'm going to share my systems, processes, and secrets to grow online and help. I have been helping clients over 9 years to grow online, and I'm going to share all the secrets in my videos, so you might want to subscribe to this channel. So basically, creating good videos, what you need to do is you don't need to have a script. In fact, I would recommend do not go for script, because if you're reading line by line from the script, then you cannot speak naturally like I'm talking right now. I'm just talking right straight to you like I'm talking to a friend. But I do have an outline sitting here right in front of me, which is on an iPad. I write my notes in the iPhone whenever I get an idea, and then make a kind of outline of the video, and then I can access the same thing in my iPad, which is sitting right in front of me, and that gives me kind of an outline what I'm going to say. But you do not have to look at it again and again. You do not have to read something. Just make the bullet points what you're going to cover, and then say naturally from your own, because you have practiced already. You may have the expertise already on that, so you do not have to read line by line. So if you know that topic already, then you make the bullet points what you're going to cover, and then you talk. That is how you're going to create an outline of your video, and that is very, very important for the success of your video. And another important thing is pacing the video. So you need to pace up, you need to speed up a little bit. So you need to speak out, I won't say a little bit faster, but you can't be too slow, because people do not have a lot of patience. So they want to get more value, and they want to get the value in shortest possible time. And the value can be education, value can be entertainment, but it has to be fast paced. So that is my kind of secret tip for you, because if you are taking a lot of time, then people will get bored very quickly and they will leave your video. So make sure you pace up, make sure you maintain a pace in your video. And if you are not an expert, if you do not have years of experience, that's totally okay. You can still win in YouTube game, and you can still make it big on YouTube. All you need to do is more research. So if you do not know the topic and you are still learning, it's still okay, but make sure you do a very good research and make sure you check all the content out there and see if you can actually make a better content. Basically, do your research whether you are an expert or not, and people can see. Trust me, if you're repeating the same thing that others are doing, then people can tell. So if you have your own testing, if you have your own kind of analysis, and if you have done your own research, then people can tell. If you want to know more about this topic, then I have covered in my separate video where I have shown what is the psychology of people and what makes them click the subscribe button. So you can go and watch that video. I hope that you do not get demotivated by looking at the whole list. These are just some of the recipes. I wanted to include all of them in one video, but trust me, you can build up all those things slowly. You do not have to invest money straight away. You just have your camera phone, just put it in front of, you don't have to buy the light as well. You put it in front of the window and you can start recording. Just start recording, start making the videos, because when you make the videos initially, that's when you start learning. And that's another secret of all the successful YouTubers is they have tried and tested, trial and error, okay, fail very quickly, and that is how you can learn. And one last tip, which is the most important one, like I always say, I keep the most important one for the last, is that learn how to do the editing. And most important part of editing of video is jump cuts. So if you are not very good in speaking non-stop, if you're not very good in speaking fluently, that's totally okay, because like I told you in the beginning, you have those bullet points. So you watch that one bullet point and then look at the camera and then say that one point with full energy and fluency. And after that, you take a break. Take a break means you go back, read the next one, and then say that same thing again, the different point again with the full energy and full expressions. In between, you can do the jump cuts. That means when you're editing the video, you can cut the middle part, which is the break in between, and then you can connect them all and they will all look really good together and a fast-paced video. So that is my pro tip for the new YouTubers who are not really very good at this stage in speaking in front of the camera. So you take one line, come back, say in the camera with full expressions, full energy, go back and see the second one, come back and say, and that is how you can actually make a perfect fast-paced video, and backed with the research and backed with the professional looking setup. It makes a perfect recipe for the success on YouTube. What I try to do in this video is I try to give you pretty much the whole checklist that you need to include in a perfect video in your videos that get more subscribers, that will help you reach the 1 million mark, 1 million subscribers, and that will help you become a successful YouTuber eventually. So keep that in the mind, save this video, watch it later. So in the first half of the video, I have covered the studio setup kind of thing, what you need to create good professional looking videos. And in second part of this video, I covered what kind of content you can cover, how you can cover a topic which is well researched, which is unique. You're creating the value in your content and how you are delivering that value to people or to your audience. And these two parts combined make a successful YouTube video, and that is what you need to do in every video, and that is the success recipe of a successful YouTube video. There is no rocket science, there is no secret. Now guys, if you want to learn the algorithm of YouTube search engine or even Google search engine, if you have a blog, which you should have to promote your YouTube video anyways, then how will you get that blog on page 1, and how to add keywords in the blog, how to optimize the YouTube video for search engines for search to appear higher in search. You can see my other videos.